Hello. You need a morning routine. I want to talk to you about your morning routines. Morning, everybody. Now, listen, you need a morning routine. A morning routine is vital for your progress, for you to be able to move forward in any single day. You see, if you're not doing your morning routines, if you're not focused, you're not creating a habit around a morning routine that's going to set you up for the day, you're exposing yourself to doubt, right? You're exposing yourself to overwhelm, right? And you're exposing yourself to burnout because these things are going to be working at you through your day, right? And if you're not setting yourself up, if you're not really getting yourself activated in the mornings with a routine that's going to set you up for the day, you're already on the back foot. You're already losing a battle. And it's in order to be effective, in order to do this, we need to be disciplined. And discipline is a hard thing to often keep going with, right? And if we're not disciplined, we don't make the impact that we need to do in the morning. So discipline is important criteria for this. We need to set up a structure so that we can have the morning routine so we can be effective from the morning till the end of the day. The morning is the most important time of your day, and you need to structure it and set it up accordingly. Otherwise, you're just going to be failing. You're going to be stuck in this feeling of deflation, this feeling of doubt and overwhelm, having the fear of failure keep pushing down on you because you can't take control. Let me tell you something. Our clients, when they get control of this, when they understand the value of a morning routine and putting it into context and practice every day, things become so much better. Things become so much more engaged and ignited. There's nothing better than in the mornings starting your day off feeling amazing, having this buzz about you, feeling confident, feeling energized, feeling like you're in control and the day is going to be yours to challenge because you've done your morning routines, right? So now some people advocate for these long drawn out routines, long meditation exercises and all this kind of stuff that can drag out for 40, 50, 60, 2 hours sometimes, right? But that's not sustainable. That's ridiculous. Who has time to go out and spend hours practicing and training in the morning? So it doesn't make sense. So for a lot of us who are entrepreneurs, who are professionals, or executives, who are working solidly to maximize our hours, we need to figure out something that works fairly quickly, right? And what we do is we have a 20 to 30-minute, 35-minute session. That's all we need. Now, some people say, I don't have time for 20 minutes or 30 minutes in the morning. Let me tell you something. If you're not able to draw out of your schedule 20 or 30 minutes in the morning to help you to challenge the day, then you're always going to be stuck on the back foot. You're always going to be stuck on the back foot. The value of carving out 20 to 30 to 35 minutes in the morning to create practices that work for you is so that you can have more effective days, so that you can be more productive, so that you can be more engaged, and so you can be more problem solving and get more done in the day. Because if you're not doing that from the morning, you're stuck. So it's important to do that, right? And so what is the purpose? What is the purpose of a morning routine? And here's the thing, right? So many people don't realize what they need to do in the morning routine. It's not just a matter of meditating. It's not just a matter of exercise. It's not just a matter of doing these things, this motion, drinking your bulletproof coffee or whatever it is that you do. It's about doing it in the right context, the right framework, and following a system that works. But the purpose for a morning routine is, the primary purpose for me is to raise emotional intelligence. Raising emotional intelligence is one of the core factors to being effective in the day. Raising emotional intelligence means that you're going to be better at problem solving. You're going to be able to deal and cope with people. You're going to be able to handle stress more effectively. You're going to be able to be more effective. Emotional intelligence is a critical component of a morning routine, right? The next thing is you want to take charge of your nervous system. You want to be in control of your nervous system. Your nervous system is out there to challenge you every day. It wants to be in a conservative mode, right? And it's going to hold back on certain things. And it's going to push you forward in certain things. And you want to be in control of those movements, right? You want to be in control of your nervous system and be in charge of the reaction, the passiveness and the aggressiveness in your body, in your system, right? So that you can be more in charge of your day and how your day plays out. Being in control of your nervous system is a primary engagement process that happens in the morning, because when you wake up, this is when you can engage your nervous system at the best time. Next thing is to create and increase your neurochemicals, right? And not only just neurochemicals, other chemicals like cortisol. You need to push your cortisol levels up. The more you can push them up in the morning, the better your day is going to be. The more engaged you're going to feel, the more energetic and enthusiastic you're going to feel. Cortisol is not a bad chemical in your system. It has a very specific and important purpose, and you need to raise it up at certain points in the day. And morning is that time it needs to happen. If you're doing that, you're going to start feeling so much better. You're going to be feeling much more in control, right? And the fourth and the last one is to prime your focus for the day. There's nothing worse than having a mind that is all over the shop, distracted, not concentrating on what needs to be done. There's nothing worse than having a task that you need to accomplish and you can't do it because your brain's all over the place, right? So the morning routine is critical for engaging that focus and getting your mind working so that you can get more stuff done in the day. If you're not doing these processes in the morning, if you're not creating a rhythm that works really well for you, you're going to always be stuck trying to figure out your days, feeling more deflated, feeling more overwhelmed, feeling more depression, feeling more like the stress is mounting and you can't deal with life, getting distracted by your mobile phone, by tabs, by all the stuff that's going on because you're not in control of your day. You don't do practices in the morning, you're losing control of the day. And everybody else is going to be taking a piece of your pie, taking a piece of your life and draining you, literally draining you. So it's really, really important. 20 to 30 minutes every day, critical. In the morning, from when you wake up, do a process that works for you and get it happening every single day. Raise those neurochemicals, get in charge of your nervous system and what's the other one? Charge of your nervous system and emotional intelligence. You want to raise your emotional intelligence. It's critical. If you can raise your emotional intelligence and practice your emotional intelligence, you're going to feel so much better about who you are as a person and what you're doing. And focus, obviously, one of the big things of this day and age is that we struggle with the most is focus, is our attention, is being engaged and on the game. And so many of us struggle with this focus. If you can do a good practice in the morning, that's the starting point to really getting hyper-focused and getting stuff done and being more productive, being more creative, being more active, being more engaged in this world. And it's super awesome. So if you think you don't have the time to do this, think about this, right? You're losing out on so much opportunity. You're losing out on so much of your life by not being able to get engaged and do your morning practices. I'm Matthew White, and if you want to catch up and learn more about this and how you can build a solid foundation of practices from the morning, in the evening, in the day, to prevent burnout, to prevent foggy brain, to prevent overwhelm, to stop that doubt, to stop that inner critic working against you every day, come and catch up with me. Talk to you again soon, guys. Have a lovely day. Take care.